All right, so your tax year may be an annual accounting period or a short period. Annual accounting period is for 12 months and short period is for less than 12 months. Your annual accounting period may be a calendar year or a fiscal year, including a 52, 53 week year. So you elect either a calendar year or a fiscal year, including a 52, 53 week year. If you take calendar year as your tax year, so your tax year begins on 1st of January and ends on 31st of December. Calendar year, this is your tax year. So if we are talking about year 2021, you will compute your taxable income from 1st of January 2021 to 31st of December 2021. You compute your taxable income for this period, compute your tax for this period, and file your tax return by April 15th, 2022. You can apply for extension, obviously. Holiday rule works. For those who are outside the United States, yes, the due date is not April 15th, 2022, but June 15th, 2022, that is the extended due date. All right. But you can choose a fiscal year also. Fiscal year is a period of 12 months. Obviously, annual accounting period is 12 months period. So if your tax year is 12 months period, you say it is an annual accounting period. If it is less than 12 months, you say it is a short period. We will talk about short period in a moment. All right, so you may select a calendar year or a fiscal year. Fiscal year is 12 months ending on last day of any month. So your fiscal year may start from 1st of February 2021 and end on 31st January 2022, and you file your tax return by May 15th, 2022. That is 15th day of the fourth month after the close of your tax year. Your tax year is closing on this date. Your tax year is closing on this date because you are following a fiscal year. Because your tax year is closing on 31st of January 2022, you get 3.5 months time to file your tax return. You have to file your tax return by 15th day of the fourth month after the close of your tax year. That is May 15th, 2022. Your fiscal year may start from, let's say, from 1st of August 2021, end on 31st July 2022, and you have to file your tax return in this case by November 15th, 2022. Yes, obviously you can apply for extension. Now, so you may select calendar year as your tax year or a fiscal year as your tax year, but you can also select 52, 53 week as your tax year. Now, what is this 52, 53 week tax year? So let's see. If a taxpayer elects to use a 52, 53 week tax year, his 52, 53 week tax year must always end on the same day of the week. End on the same day of the week. You have to select a day of the week. Let's say you select Saturday. So your 52, 53 week tax year ends on Saturday. Great. Let's see. It must end on a particular day of a week. You have selected Saturday. Fine. You can select Tuesday, Wednesday, any day. Up to you. In this example, I have taken Saturday. All right. And it always ends on the date, this day of the week last occurs in the calendar month. You have to select a calendar month. So I'm selecting April. Let's see. You can select any month. This 52-53 week tax year always ends on the date. This date you have to determine. It always ends on the date this same day, that is Saturday. Of the week last occurs in the calendar month. My question is, on which date Saturday last occurs in April? Okay, let's understand this. So I have selected April and Saturday for determining my 52-53 week tax year. And my 52-53 week tax year must always end on Saturday. That last occurs in April. So my 52-53 week tax year ends on last Saturday of April. So what is the last Saturday of April? It is 24th. So my tax year ends on this date. My 52-53 week tax year ends on April 24th, 2021. All right, let's go back. If a taxpayer elects to use a 52-53 week tax year, his 52-53 week tax year must always end on the same day of the week. That is, always it will end on Saturday and always end on the date this day, that is Saturday, last occurs in April. So in this case, this date is April 24th, 2021. This is the day on which my tax year is ending. And my new tax year will begin on April 25th, 2021. That is my new tax year starting date. All right. So my tax year is ending on April 24th, 2021. Okay, let's complete point B. Or it may end on the date. This same day of the week falls that is nearest to the last day of the calendar month. So it may end on the date this same day. I'm talking about Saturday. That is nearest to the last day of April. So nearest to the last day of April. Which Saturday is nearest to the last day of April? Let's see. Which Saturday is nearest to the last day of April? Your last day of April is here. Which Saturday is nearest to this? You have April 24th. That is nearest to this one. And also you have May 1. That is nearest to this one. Which one is the closest to April 30th? Which Saturday? Yes, May 1. May 1 is closest to April 30th. All right. So you may select May 1 as the date on which your 52-53 week period ends. May 1, 2021. Now let's read this again. If you elect to use a 52-53 week tax year, your 52-53 week tax year must always end on Saturday, for example, and always end on April 24th, 2021 or May 1st, 2021. All right. So your 52, 53-week tax year will either end on April 24th, 2021 or May 1st, 2021 in this example. Now, when will you file your tax return for this 52, 53-week tax year? All right. So your 52, 53-week tax year may end on April 24th, 2021 or May 1st, 2021. In this example, you have to decide when you want your tax year to end. Now, when will you file your tax return for this 52, 53-week tax year? Let's read. For return filing purposes and paying tax. Just for return filing purposes and paying taxes. A 52, 53-week taxable year is deemed to begin on the first day of the calendar month nearest to the first day of 52, 53-week taxable year and is deemed to end or close on the last day of the calendar month nearest to the last day of the 52, 53-week taxable year. So for return filing purposes, we are concerned about the end of the tax year and when your tax year is ending. So if your tax year is ending, let's say ending date, if it is ending on April 24th, 2021, then your tax year ending date for filing purposes. So for filing purpose, your tax year is ending on the last day of the calendar month that is nearest to April 24, 2021. What is the last day of any month that is closest to April 24th? Is it 31st March that is closest to April 24th? Is it April 30th that is closest to April 24th? Yes, April 30th, 2021. So for filing purpose, your 52, 53-week tax year is deemed to end on April 30th, 2021, and you file your tax return by 15th day of the fourth month after the close of your tax year. So in this case, you file your tax return by August 15th, 2021. But if your 52, 53-week tax year ends on May 1st, 2021, again, find out which month end is closest to May 1. Is it May 31st or April 30th or March 31st? Which month end is closest to May 1? Yes, again, it is April 30th, 2021. That is closest to May 1. So just for return filing purposes, we will say your tax year is ending on April 30th. Just for return filing purposes. Otherwise, your tax year is ending on May 1st. But for return filing purposes, we will say your tax year is ending on April 30th and you file your tax return by August 15. All right. All right, students. I hope this video is helpful. We'll connect again. Goodbye.